welcome to this video. You find me and my boat, the Naughty Lass, moored up at Hunt's Island, which is our sort of midpoint on the Weaver navigation. It's not exactly halfway, it's just where I've had my little base here for a few weeks now. Got a load of good work done, blacking, new hatch doors, etc. And I'm looking forward to setting off, but I'm not looking forward to leaving a place that has been so welcoming and has sorted out so many of my problems. I was even given a really special going away present by Rebecca, who runs the company with her husband Matt.
Absolutely fantastic.
And yeah, look at that. I've got a picture of the Naughty Lass to hang up on my wall. Rebecca, Matt, thanks so much for having me here. See you guys. Right behind me is the British Waterways yard, which I believe is being sold. Not really sure who's going to buy that or what they're going to do with it, but yeah, that'll be no more at some point. But you can still, for the time being anyway, drop off your rubbish and get water here as well. I think there's a water tap just up there. There is a water tap up there. It's always quite sad to leave a place where you know you can get all your problems sorted. Having said that, I fitted a new horn myself and I don't think it's working. No. I've not wired it up properly, so I'm going to have to fix that later. It's funny, I've been here for so long now. I've been waiting for a train to go across this viaduct here. Finally got one, just as I was setting up on the boat. That's the Weaver Railway Viaduct. And it's where the Northwich Dry Dock is. It's between the arches here. So these two cast iron troughs, they're over either side of the water. So there's water running here, and there's water on the other side where the weir is, the runoff. So the dry dock is slap bang in the middle, and it's one of the most impressive things I've ever seen on the waterways. Absolutely brilliant. If you want to watch my video about that, it is on here on YouTube somewhere. Right, so immediately after the Hunt's Island we've got Hunt's Lock, or Hunt's Locks, because there's two of them, and I'm going to be on the left hand side because it's a much smaller lock. That's the one that narrowboats go through. Right, I've got to watch out here because they're letting the water out while my boat's like right in front of the lock, so it could get dragged right in here. This is going to be a test of my ropes. Signals up there, is that they still in use, are they? No. They look good. I've got to say, it don't look easy opening these gates, so I'm really glad that they're doing it and not me. Well, these are fellow boaters. They're just doing this as a job, day job. They're agency staff and fountains of knowledge. Ask these guys anything, they're likely to know it. Where's the nearest pub then? Bob and Steve, they're not always here, but they're a great laugh. And thanks again guys for letting me through. really impressive viaducts on this navigation. This one is called the insert name here because I can't find it on the map. I'll have to look again later on. I love it when you get the reflection of the water up on the arch of a bridge, especially one as impressive as that. Right, we're coming up to another set of locks here, Vale Royal locks. And as you can see, there's choices of direction here. I mustn't take the far right one. I've got to take the two on the left. And they're actually different size of locks for different types of boats. Luckily, I've been ringing ahead with the lock keepers and I know which one to take. Sort of. Right, we've got this, just have to go round this lock because this is the one for the bigger ships. The after Second World War seafaring vessels. Brilliant, there's one gate open, I can slip through there nice and easy. Yeah, okay, yeah. It's time so the boat stays in place like that. Here we go. Where are we now? This is Vale Royal Locks, the sign's right there.
Yeah, we got the big lock, small lock, and that's one of the sluices.
And can I moor up here somewhere? Or?
Yeah, there's some moorings about 500 yards up on your left. Winsford, there's plenty of moorings in Winsford and Red Lion.
How long does it take to get to Winsford, to the end of the navigation from here?
See, I used to think like I've been on a boat and it's took me 45 minutes, and when I told the boater the other day, he come back and said, oh, I did it in 22. So
right, so it depends.
Depends how, whatever, you reckon if he's going 5 miles an hour all the way, but... So I reckon
I'll be lucky if I can do that.
Yeah, half hour, 40 minutes I would have said.
Cool. Right then, cheers guys, thanks for opening the lock for me. Not sure if you can see, but in the distance there is a boat belonging to friends of mine. I know they're up here and they're lovely people. You meet a lot of lovely people on the cut, and these two you might recognise if you follow their YouTube channel. It's Fran and Rich from Floating Our Boat. If you follow Fran and Rich on YouTube already, you'll know that they do canal history, dog walking, crafts, because Fran's a weaver and Rich is really into his music. And you know what? In the early days of my channel, they even supported me on the Crank It crew, so I'm forever in debt to them. I hadn't seen these two for about a year, so it's really good to catch up over a pot of coffee. And we plan the next leg of our little journey. Just going ahead down this navigation to Winsford, a town that's famous for salt mining and hopefully a decent pub of the week. We'll find out. But first, how did I get this drone shot? Well, it's all down to the generosity of people supporting me on Patreon, who are going to go in my book now as members of the Crank It crew. Carl Mansell Green, Ginny Truman and Colin Jackson, Hazel Lucock, Paul and Vicky Novach, Robert Wise, Lisa Barnes and Terry Cox, Julian Shelley, Christopher Anderson, Daryl Holmes and Ed Sage, the man, the legend who set me up with the drone that I've got right next to the book there and that I've been using to try and make my vlogs more professional. Hopefully it'll work once I get the hang of it. So thanks again everyone, you're all getting red flags because you're all producers of the vlog. You've gone in at that level and yeah, just thank you so much. Cheers. Only problem is, Fran and Rich have got a brand spanking new boat with a brand new canal line engine. I'm not sure how many cylinders or whatever it's got, but it's going to be faster than mine. So we're going to have to crank it, guys. We're gaining on them. We're gaining on them. Yes. We've caught up with them. I thought you had a nice new engine. Fran and Rich's nice new boat. Absolutely gorgeous. There's a really low bridge that we're about to come across. We've both taken our chimneys down and hopefully the water hasn't risen. There's been a lot of rain recently, so let's just see if we can make it underneath that. There used to be 11 locks on the River Weaver, according to some of the lock keepers I've been speaking to, and I think this is the site of one of them that has just been levelled, and they've left the swing bridge there for traffic to pass over. All we've got to do is, yeah, mind your head. Winsford salt mine we're going past. It's the largest and oldest working salt mine in the UK. Compass Minerals are the company that operate this salt mine. They say that the site began in 1844 when local prospectors were searching for coal. 150 feet beneath the surface, they say, there's around about the size of 700 football pitches whereby salt's been extracted. And there's a company called Deep Store who have taken advantage of this space to store all sorts of things like treasured paintings, architectural models, and yeah, all kinds of secret stuff underneath there. Tell you what, guys, all this salt is making me extra thirsty. Where is that pub? This is interesting. We end Canal and River Trust jurisdiction in a bit. We go into Winsford Flash, which just isn't controlled by them at all, but we're allowed to moor there, which is good. In fact, it says here, free 48-hour moorings, water point services, and turning point, and pub. Hopefully that's open. But dead ahead of us, you can see this is Winsford Flash. And a flash is essentially an area of land that's given way because of mining subsidence and then filled up with water. And the local wildlife, all these ducks, etc., will deal of it. Look at them. Go and do a few donuts and then just bring it in again. Nah, I can't be bothered. Plus, the likelihood that I just get stuck is apparently quite great because, yeah, it's a bit shallow in places here. Right, left the boat moored up over there. Now we're going to go and find pub of the week. We also just need somewhere that's dog friendly, don't we? But because we're outside,
Yeah,
it should be fine.
I'm just walking back to the boat otherwise.
Yeah. Last time I met up with these two, we were in Middlewich, just before lockdown number 1, wasn't it? When that was like the last time you could have a pub drink
Yeah, yeah.
indoors, anyway. Yeah. That's it, the King's Lock pub. Pub of the week. That's it. Oh, there we go. Is that round that way? Last one. Oh, the Guinness if the one's going. Yeah. I'll have a Guinness as well then, please. What we have, Fran? Can I get this round?
Thanks, yeah.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
You got to do it was like that one. Welcome to Pub of the Week. At time of filming, we're only allowed outside, but yeah, we're going to make the most of it. We've got a little bit of sun here. We've still got our coats on, but it's all right. Dog friendly, so we've got Archie and Jess with us as well, who just like us are having a nice friendly chat with the locals. What's it like running a pub during basically
very
coronavirus? Yeah.
Yeah, very hard work. It is. It's been horrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we have another lockdown, I'll leave.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Because you're the only pub that's open at the moment in this area.
Here, yeah.
And we're not allowed inside, are we? We've got to sort of sign in,
Yeah.
sanitise, and go outside.
From the 17th of May, you're allowed inside,
Right.
which will be. I can't wait.
Yeah.
It'll be better. Won't get wet. You know, like when I'm going outside in the rain, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm sorry that it's wet. Yeah, it's really hard. But hey ho.
But yeah, you're open, you've got beer, I'm
Yeah.
happy, so
Yeah.
thanks.
And it's a nice pub.
Yeah. Beer of the week is Guinness, because why, Rich?
They've got nothing else other than lager.
Oh, I fancy a lager.
They're open and the sun's shining. And I do like Guinness. They've gone really quiet and
It's your local pub.
This is my local pub, yeah. When you say like it is a good local pub, you say landlady, she's sound.
Yeah. And why did they paint it this colour on the outside?
I've no idea why they painted this colour.
Right, well, that was Pub of the Week. It's literally the only one open in the area, but we're very happy about that. The Ark Inn. Loving your work. Keep going as long as you can. Now, it's time to go back to the boat. And as I provide the unwitting soundtrack to a teenage breakup or whatever's going on over the other side of the canal, yeah, I have to leave it there. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you'll join me again on my next adventure, whenever that comes out. Thanks a lot. Cheers. Bye.